Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my experience at 37 weeks. I turn 38 weeks tomorrow, so I'm really excited. I'm at the end, in the thick of it, you guys. I am taking care of my 1-year-old son at the same time, so you guys, anyone who's experiencing pregnancy while taking care of a toddler, I applaud you. It is not for the weak. This has been a challenging time for me, but I'm surviving and I feel like a warrior. I'm strong, y'all. I'm strong. So I'm sipping on my red raspberry leaf tea because it is that time that I can start doing what I can to induce this labor and get it going. So just letting you guys know, if you hear anything in the background, it is my son running around causing havoc, but we're in this. So I'm gonna be having kids that are 13 months apart. So I think that's considered Irish twins, but I'm really excited to just start. The anticipation has kind of been killing me, but I am ready for her baby girl to be out and playing with her brother and just figuring out this whole 2 under 2 situation. So just letting you guys know, if you hear anything in the background, mom life, y'all. Cheers. So make sure to grab yourself a drink, maybe some tea. I'm drinking mine cold today. So yeah, let's get to this. So I wanted to first talk about my symptoms, and then later on in the video, I'll talk about the things that I've been doing to get my labor going. So some things that I've been experiencing right now, sleep related, has been really tough. So when it comes to sleep, I've been having a lot of insomnia. Most days I'll go to bed around like 10:30, 11, and I'll wake up at 3 o'clock and I won't be able to go back to bed until like 4 or 5. And it's just because my mind is like awake. It's like buzzing, you know, and I'm just feeling really uncomfortable. I have a lot of pelvic pain as well, and hip pain. So if I'm laying down for a long time, then when I try and get up to pee, which I pee at least like 4 to 5 times a night, if I try and get up to pee, it just feels like, ouch. Like I could actually like scream ouch trying to get up. It's not been fun. I know people say to use like a pregnancy pillow or something, but honestly, that hasn't been helping me. I've been also getting really hot at night, so having an extra thing in the bed like that is just like the worst. So if I don't have to have an extra thing, then I won't. Another thing that I've been experiencing is just heat. So I just feel really hot all the time. So especially when I'm going to bed, I turn on my fan. So at first it feels really cool and nice, but then throughout the night it just gets really hot and uncomfortable. So that hasn't been fun either. Some nights I have to actually like get up and go to the freezer, open it, and just be like, you know, or some nights I'll have to get like a cold towel and just put it on my forehead or the back of my neck. So sleep at this point has been really uncomfortable and quite non-existent. So I'm really looking forward to being able to have good sleep again. Even turning from side to side has been a real struggle and really painful. My belly at this point feels so heavy, so it's like when I like they say put your knees together and turn to the side, that's gonna help so much, but it still feels excruciating. My hips hurt, my belly is heavy, and yeah, sleep is just uncomfortable right now. Another thing I wanted to talk about is just pelvic pain. So I've been going to prenatal massages, and I went to a pelvic floor specialist a couple times during this pregnancy, and the prenatal massages have been amazing. So happy about that. So if you guys have insurance or just want to shell out the money, then go to a place that's worth it. Like literally research prenatal massage therapist, like someone who specializes in it, and go, because I've had a really good experience with that. So yeah, the prenatal massages have been really helpful, and the pelvic floor therapy was just helpful in learning how to do like a perineal massage. And so my husband has been helping me do a perineal massage about like 3 to 4 times a week in the evening. So that's been really nice, just to loosen things up down there, because honestly, like, you don't realize how tight you are until you try and do those kind of perineal massage exercises. It's like night and day. There's like some points of my body that I'm like, oh my gosh, like my glute hurts, or like this part of me hurts, and my husband will do the perineal massage and it'll relax those muscles. So it ain't no joke. Doing the perineal massage actually really helps. But yeah, pelvic pain is something that I'm suffering with during this pregnancy right now, especially in this stage. Another thing is that I've been pretty active during this pregnancy. Like, it's not like I'm at the gym lifting heavy weights and things like that, but for the most part, I do go for daily walks. One in the morning, one in the evening. Usually the walks are they total about 2 to 3 kilometers a day. It's not a lot, but at least I'm out there. So yeah, that's been nice. However, I do have like pelvic pain as I walk sometimes, and suffer from sciatic nerve pain and lightning crotch. So sometimes when I'm walking, I'll literally have to freeze and be like, whew, it hurts, you know, and then just take a breather and then get back to it. So I'm still pushing myself to go walking and things like that, just because it is something that will help induce labor and move baby down. But it is something that it's like getting uncomfortable just because of the pelvic discomfort. So another thing I wanted to talk about was a lot of movement with baby girl. Like, my son was definitely more of a kicker, but she's more of like a mover. So honestly, like, sometimes I'm just like sitting down and it's just like, boo, to the side, my whole body, boo, to the other side. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like, it's good that she's lower, but whoa, like the movement is like, I'm like, what is going on in there, you know? And at this point she is head down, which is awesome. I've gone to a couple ultrasounds just to keep checking in on her, and she's growing really well. But yeah, the girl likes to move, and maybe she'll be a dancer like me. So it's exciting and awesome to feel her move, but it can be painful, these movements. Another thing I wanted to talk about is my energy levels. So in the morning, I'm usually a morning person, but recently I have not been. I just like to lay in bed as long as I possibly can, but I know I can't because my baby boy needs me. So I try and wake up early and things like that, especially for my husband. If he took the night shift in the middle of the night with our son, then I'm just like, I have to take that early morning shift with him. So yeah, I've been trying to have energy. Later at night, I don't have as much energy for sure. I'm not a night crawler like I used to be, but in the morning, I know I have to do what I have to do, and I've been relying on caffeine, you guys. It's not the best. In my first pregnancy, I didn't have any coffee except for like near the end when I was like, I need it. But yeah, with this pregnancy, I'm like, I need a little bit of caffeine in the morning because I have a son to take care of. It's not just me I'm taking care of this pregnancy, so it's totally different. Mentally, I am very excited. With this pregnancy, I have been on the more emotional side. Like, you guys, I went to go watch the Barbie movie, and a few days before, I was just like, oh, I'm in the mood to just cry. And so when I went to the Barbie movie and I actually cried, it felt so good. It was a really good movie. I was actually pleasantly surprised. I might watch it again. But yeah, I've been a little bit like, earlier in the pregnancy, I was emotional in a sense where I was a beep, like a BIT, you know, like I was not nice. And now, sorry, also very gassy, guys. Now I'm more emotional in a sense where I'm just like, oh, like I can't wait for my children to play together. Like, I'm just thinking of all these sentimental things and moments that are gonna happen soon, and I'm just like, I'm getting all the feels. Another thing, I just guess I'm also like, you know, just like trying to preserve my peace. So like protect my peace, I mean. So anything that like annoys me or would typically annoy me, or maybe I'd fight about it or something, I'm just kind of like letting go, letting God, you know. I'm just like, it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna fight you. At this point, I'm like, I just want to like be happy and in a mental state of peace and calmness. So I think that's also where I'm at, is just like, just preserving my peace, staying happy and in like a neutral mental headspace, doing things that are just going to like bring me joy. Anything that's going to be negative or like drama filled, I avoid. Yeah, things like that. That's where I'm at. I'm not overly emotional, but yeah, I guess I summed it up. Protecting my peace. Just avoiding negativity, y'all. Good vibes only. Also, I did go for a prenatal appointment yesterday, so I'm at the point where they see me weekly, of course. And she did check my cervix, and not a lot going on. It's pretty far up, she said, so I'm not dilated. So it's weird. It's like far up, not dilated. However, my belly is getting lower and lower, so I'm sure something's going to be happening soon. I haven't been getting a lot of mucus, which is something that I got a lot of with my son towards the time that I gave birth. So that's something that I'm looking out for. But yeah, checked yesterday. Not where I thought it would be, which is totally fine. I also need to release the fact of being like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have my baby early. Like, you know, at 37 weeks is when like a lot of us get really impatient. However, there are things that baby girl is still doing, like developing her lungs and things like that. And as much as possible, let her keep cooking so that we can have a healthy, strong, beautiful baby. Baby will come when baby comes. So yeah, those are the different symptoms that I've been feeling. It's a little all over the place, but hopefully you guys can relate to some. The good ones, if I mentioned any good ones. I've also been having a lot of baby brain still, but that is what it is. Shout out to Miss Rachel, because taking care of a toddler while pregnant, you guys, Miss Rachel has been helping me. He loves her. And then I can sit. So that's a tip if you guys have another child right now, around my son's age, which is 1. Put on Miss Rachel, kick your legs up and sit down. She will help them for a little bit. I know everyone's like panicked about screen time, but just give the kids some screen time so that you can have some peace, okay? Just a little bit. Okay, so there are some things that I've been doing right now to prepare for labor and just get it going, you know. So besides my red raspberry leaf tea, I have been doing a lot of curb walking. So I did mention that I go for daily walks, and so during those walks I will do some curb walking. I did that for my last pregnancy. Don't know if it helped, but in my head I'm thinking whatever it takes. So yeah, curb walking is what I'm doing right now. Also exercise ball. I was on the exercise ball a lot earlier in my last pregnancy, but with this pregnancy I haven't been on it as much. But hey, Frankie, but at least like 2 to 3 times a week I'm trying to do some exercises on the exercise ball. Just these 2 videos that I found on YouTube that helped me with my last pregnancy, so I can link them in the description box below. But yeah, so I've been trying to do it. Yeah, it's not like it's my chair. Like last pregnancy, that ball was literally my chair. I was on it all the time. But with this one, I'm just doing it 2 to 3 times a week more intentionally during those videos. The videos are about 20 to 30 minutes long, so we'll see if that gets anything going. I've also been having a lot of spicy food. I love spicy food. Also, maybe it's not the best because I do suffer from the indigestion, but the spicy food that I've had, like I cook with a lot of Scotch bonnet. I ain't afraid of a jalapeno or habanero, like anything spicy sauces, things like that I throw onto my food just because I love the taste. I'm a spicy girl anyways. But yeah, so I've been amping up the spice during this time. I've also been having the dates, three to five dates a day. I made date cookies. Sometimes I'll just eat them with peanut butter, or I'll just eat them straight up. Yeah, I'm on that date game. If I make a smoothie, I always soak the dates before so that it's easier to blend, things like that. So yeah, I'm doing the dates right now. And then I've been nesting, you guys. So I've had the urge to just like clean everything. Everything must be clean. I've had the urge. Have I had the energy? That's questionable, but I have had the urge. So I do as much as I can because at any moment we could be like, okay, let's go to the hospital, and I don't want to come back home to a bad house, like a messy house. So I also know that if I have to, I can also get a cleaning company to come in while I'm at the hospital to clean up before I get home. Like that is an option. But as much as I can, I'm keeping the house tidy and neat. I have finished my hospital bag, so that's all ready and good to go. I finished the nursery. I've washed her clothes. I have gotten things ready for my son in terms of snack and food, things that he'll need, so we can keep the house stocked for us, so we don't have to grocery shop or anything anytime soon. So yeah, I feel more prepared. You know, having a kid at home, you still have everything everywhere all the time. But at least I feel like the main things are in line and ready. So I feel pretty confident in that. So anyways, you guys, that is the end of this video. I know that I mentioned a lot of things, but hopefully you enjoyed watching, and you could relate to some of the things that I'm going through right now. So cheers to all us moms out here who are doing the thing. Clap for us. Make sure to pat yourself on the back. Pregnancy can be different for everyone. It is different for everyone, and not just pregnancy for everyone, but like even when you're pregnant again, it's different for you the second time. So I just hope and I wish everyone watching this a happy and healthy pregnancy, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.